In the early 20th century, scientific discoveries that would forever change the course of history. The story of the atomic bomb. From Einstein's theory to World War II. Simply put, it showed that a small amount of mass could be converted into a vast amount of energy. Einstein's theory and its implications. Albert Einstein, born in 1879 in Ulm, Germany, was already an established scientist by the time he formulated his theory of relativity in 1905. The implications of this theory were not immediately clear to the general public. But for physicists, it opened up a new realm of possibilities. In the 1930s, scientists began to explore nuclear reactions, which are processes where the nuclei of atoms are altered, potentially releasing massive amounts of energy. The rise of nuclear physics in World War II, as tensions mounted in Europe and the world edged closer to conflict, scientists made significant strides in nuclear physics. In 1938, German physicists Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann discovered nuclear fission, the process of splitting an atomic nucleus into two smaller nuclei, releasing a considerable amount of energy. This discovery was built upon the earlier work of physicist Enrico Fermi and his colleagues, who had causing it to split. Nuclear fission opened up the possibility of harnessing this energy for practical uses, including weapons. The knowledge that a chain reaction could be initiated, where each fission event would cause more fission, raise alarm bells. It became clear that such reactions could potentially create an immensely powerful bomb. In the late 1930s, as World War II loomed, a sense of urgency grew among scientists and political leaders. A crucial letter was sent to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This letter, written by physicist Leo Szilard and co-signed by Albert Einstein, warned that Germany might be developing an atomic bomb. It urged the United States to accelerate its own research into nuclear fission. The Manhattan Project. Building the bomb. The letter prompted the U.S. government to initiate what would become the Manhattan Project, or top-secret endeavor to develop an atomic bomb. The project was named after the Manhattan Engineer District of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, which initially managed it. Brought together some of the greatest scientific minds of the time. Key figures included Robert Oppenheimer, the project's scientific director, Enrico Fermi, and Richard Feynman, among many others. The project operated in various locations, with its major facilities in Los Alamos, New Mexico, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and Hanford, Washington. At Los Alamos, scientists worked to develop two types of atomic bombs. The first was a uranium-based bomb, named Little Boy, and the second was a plutonium-based bomb, called Fat Man. The production of these bombs required immense resources and intricate technology. Scientists had to design a way to initiate a chain reaction that would produce an explosion. As World War II intensified, the geopolitical landscape shifted dramatically. The discovery of nuclear fission by German physicists in 1938 had revealed the possibility of harnessing nuclear energy for weapons. The potential for a devastating new weapon prompted urgent action from Allied leaders. In 1942, the U.S. government initiated the Manhattan Project, a top-secret research program aimed at developing an atomic bomb. Oppenheimer was appointed as the scientific director of the project, a role that would place him at the forefront of one of the most ambitious and consequential scientific endeavors in history. Oppenheimer's appointment was a result of his exceptional leadership skills, his profound understanding of physics, and his ability to bring together a diverse team of scientists and engineers. The Manhattan Project brought together some of the brightest minds in science, including Enrico Fermi, Richard Feynman, and Niels Bohr. Under Oppenheimer's guidance, the project focused on designing and building two types of atomic bombs, one using uranium-235 and the other using plutonium-230. As a leader and visionary was crucial in the successful execution of the Manhattan Project. He was not only a brilliant physicist, but also a skilled administrator, who managed the complex logistics and coordination required for the project. His ability to navigate the scientific, technical, and political challenges of the project was instrumental in its success. The culmination of the Manhattan Project came with the Trinity test on July 16, 1945. In the New Mexico desert, this test marked the first successful detonation of an atomic bomb. The explosion was a blinding flash of light, followed by a powerful shockwave and a mushroom cloud that reached into the stratosphere. The test confirmed that the atomic bomb was not only feasible, but also possessed immense destructive power. Oppenheimer's reaction to the Trinity test was both reflective and profound. Upon witnessing the explosion, he famously quoted lines from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. This quote captured the profound and somber realization of the impact of their creation. Oppenheimer's reflective nature highlighted the ethical and philosophical dilemmas surrounding the use of nuclear weapons. In July 1945, after years of intense work, the Manhattan Project reached a milestone with the Trinity test in the New Mexico desert. This was the first successful test of an atomic bomb. The explosion was a blinding flash of light and a shockwave that left a deep crater, proving that the bomb's destructive power was immense. J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb. In the vast and transformative narrative of scientific discovery and its impact on history, one figure stands out prominently in the story of the atomic bomb. J. Robert Oppenheimer, often referred to as the father of the atomic bomb, Oppenheimer played a pivotal role in the development of nuclear weapons during World War II. His contributions, leadership, and the ethical dilemmas he faced provide a profound and multifaceted glimpse into one of the most significant scientific achievements of the 20th century, the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. By August 1945, World War II was nearing its end. The Allied forces had achieved significant victories in Europe, but Japan remained determined to fight on. In a bid to bring about a swift end to the war and avoid a costly invasion of Japan, President Harry S. Truman authorized the use of atomic bombs. On August 6, 1945, the United States dropped the uranium bomb. A little boy, on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The bomb exploded with devastating force, flattening much of the city and killing an estimated 140,000 people, many of them civilians. 3 days later, on August 9th, the United States dropped the plutonium bomb, Fat Man, on Nagasaki. This second bombing killed approximately 70,000 people and caused widespread destruction. The immense suffering and devastation caused by these bombs led Japan to surrender on August 15, 1945, officially ending World War II. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki demonstrated the horrifying power of nuclear weapons and marked a turning point in global geopolitics. The legacy of the atomic bomb. The development and use of the atomic bomb had profound implications for the world. The bombings ushered in the nuclear age, a period characterized by both the fear of nuclear annihilation and the pursuit of nuclear energy. The balance of power shifted dramatically as countries raced to develop their own nuclear arsenals, leading to the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. As World War II intensified, the geopolitical landscape shifted dramatically. The discovery of nuclear fission by German physicists Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann in 1938 had revealed the possibility of harnessing nuclear energy for weapons. The potential for a devastating new weapon prompted urgent action from Allied leaders. In 1942, the U.S. government initiated the Manhattan Project, a top-secret research program aimed at developing an atomic bomb. Oppenheimer was appointed as the scientific director of the project, a role that would place him at the forefront of one of the most scientific endeavors in history. Oppenheimer's appointment was a result of his exceptional leadership skills, his profound understanding of physics, and his ability to bring together a diverse team of scientists and engineers. The Manhattan Project brought together some of the brightest minds in science, including Enrico Fermi, Richard Feynman, and Niels Bohr. Under Oppenheimer's guidance, the project focused on designing and building two types of atomic bombs, one using uranium-235 and the other using plutonium-239. Scientific leadership and the Trinity test. Oppenheimer's role as a leader and visionary was crucial in the successful execution of the Manhattan Project. He was not only a brilliant physicist, but also a skilled administrator, who managed the complex logistics and coordination required for the project. His ability to navigate the scientific, technical, and political challenges of the project was instrumental in its success. The culmination of the Manhattan Project came with the Trinity test on July 16, 1945. In the New Mexico desert, this test marked the first successful detonation of an atomic bomb. The explosion was a blinding flash of light, followed by a powerful shockwave and a mushroom cloud that reached into the stratosphere. The test confirmed that the atomic bomb was not only feasible, but also possessed immense destructive power. Oppenheimer's reaction to the Trinity test was both reflective and profound. Upon witnessing the explosion, he famously quoted lines from the Hindu scripture, "The Bhagavad Gita, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." This quote captured the profound and somber realization of the impact of their creation. Oppenheimer's reflective nature highlighted the ethical and philosophical dilemmas surrounding the use of nuclear weapons. In the years following World War II, the world has seen various efforts to control and reduce nuclear weapons, emphasizing the importance of diplomacy and international cooperation. The story of the atomic bomb, from Einstein's theoretical insight to its devastating use in war, underscores the profound impact of scientific discoveries on human history and the continuous need to balance technological advancements with ethical considerations. The end.